Hey, good timing, right when the song is changing over. Don't you just love when stuff like that happens? Hey, everybody. T1 once again headless elf over here. Yeet. There's a mouse pad. Alright. I have a few thingamajigs, a few models that I have yet to put together in a set that I have had for not too terribly long after this one came out, so the better part of a year for sure. I have something of a backlog to get through. I am going to work on that backlog. I think that would be a somewhat okay idea, just a wee little bit, itty bitty bit. Oh goodness. So, this is the Tau Combat Patrol. It consists of... This is not a very exciting combat patrol. What it is 20 infantry, 10 can be either let's call them the long-range chaff of the army, or Doom Guy with 1 HP, which is to say double-barrel shotgun. There's the commander, that's pretty cool, but unfortunately the commander in this combat patrol cannot attach to any of the units in here, so that's unfortunate. Good times. And then you have this Devilfish up here, which is a transport for your, presumably, Breacher team, your Fire Warriors. Can be the Pathfinders, but the Pathfinders can be given Infiltrators, so yeah, whatever. Whatever. What's that? Sorry. Ay. So, oh yeah, these sleeves are just going to continuously fall down. Yep. Yeah. This is way too big for me. And the funny thing is, I got this from my granddad, and it was also way too big on him, because he and I are about the same size. Yeah. Good times. Say, we were about the same height, we were about the same weight, which is to say, approximately nothing. So, yeah, not too terribly much. Alright, so actually we're going to work on the fire team first, specifically what's called the Breacher team. Again, Doom Guy with a shotgun, with 1 HP. It would be like if it's Doom Guy, but he's a squishy little blue man. But, double-barreled shotgun. So that's nice, and they have some ways to get around the field. For instance, they get to come in with the Devilfish. That's pretty nice. That's pretty handy, you can imagine. And they run up to stuff and punch a good bit above their weight, actually, as long as they get to attack first, so that's pretty decent. Alright, so we're working on those. That means I need to get out the C sheet. It's given here as the C sheet. This is... I see the letter B plastered everywhere, so that's probably not it. I don't see letters period here, so that's also on side. Okay, so here's 40. Yep. Okay, so these must be for the Pathfinders, which means this is for the Fire Warriors. Fire Warrior is the term for the Breachers and the Strikers. You can build them either way, but they're called that because they're a member of what the Tau or what are called the Fire Caste in the Tau society. The way that caste work for Tau is that they aren't actually completely arbitrary distinctions. The Tau are slightly genetically engineered, not too terribly so. We're not talking Space Marines, anything like that, but enough to help them specialize better. And Fire Warriors are the, you'll never guess, Warrior caste. Shocking, I know. What are the other feet on this one? Never mind, I am going to have to dip into both, aren't I? Because I only see 8 legs in here. Now granted, I might just be blind. That's never happened before. Ay. No, it couldn't be. Also, it is something of a late start for me, and I apologize for that. Not a good excuse, I've just been tired, to be honest. I've just been tired. Been going through some stuff at work. Nothing I won't get over, it's just It's just kind of lame. That's all. You know. You know. Whale then. Whale. Alright, get you out of the way. Missed you somehow. All of these. You know what? I actually think there are too many. Well, hold on. 3, 5, 7, 8. Yep, 11. There are 13, so I don't have to cut out all of them. Not necessary, as it turns out. So, let me just pick the ones that I like the most. Hopefully. Oh, wait a minute. So, 8 of them, 45 and 46 are in 2 separate parts. But there are only 2 for those. They might be around here and just not look, first glance, like legs, because they're broken up into different parts. But I don't see those either. So, it might just be over here. Trick is I need to make sure that there are enough for the Pathfinders later on. We should be looking for, there should be 3 40s, but I only see 2 so far. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, there are way more. See, I just took this one as heads and upper body accessories, but no, this one has some legs too. Alright, so which ones do I like the most? 43 should probably be the what's it called, the Chazray? The leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. Alright, we'll do, I'm not terribly crazy about, well, this might be kind of fun. They're breachers. They aren't really going to be dropping down into this position because, you know, they're running around with shotguns. They're Doom Guy. Doom Guy doesn't hold still. That's, what's the guy in Quake? John Quake. That's his name. Exactly that. We're already starting off strong over here. Oh dear. I think that he might actually have a name. Unlike Doom Guy, I think the guy in Quake has a name. Please don't tell me it's actually Quake. I remember that Quake was based on, well, I mean, Doom was also based on some, why did I do that, D&D sessions that id Software had because they were just exactly that awesome. That's... Which one are you? 40? 40. 43 goes up there. Do these a little bit, let's do them in order. I was about to do them a little bit out of order because that's the Shasui. This guy is going to be up on only one leg. I will not regret this. Not at all. Not a single solitary bit. There is no way. Alright. Another 40. Alright. There we are. Ah, there you are. Hi, 45. 45 part 1. 45 Requiems should be around here too. Yeah. Well. As long as I remember not to use those. What's the point of cutting them out? I already did. Unfortunately, that's the problem. One moment. Alright. Hey. It's been a day. I'm fine, I'm not sick. Just sneezy. Which, if you had to be any of the dwarves, I think that you could do with worse. Let's see. Let's see. Alright now. Work those legs. And these thankfully don't take too terribly long, he says as he's unable to get one of them off. Paw. Let's do that. And then... Oh, well, okay, so I'm going to have to clean this one up a good bit. Do it now. Save the hobby knife, because I might be getting some clippers here before too long. Oh my goodness. Bust my soul. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Much better. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How are you doing? Hope you're having a good old day today. I'm having a day, alright. I'm fine. Everything's alright. Can't complain, and it wouldn't do any good anyway. You know how it goes. Alright. So what we're doing now is we are making a breacher team, which I have described a couple times on here. It's Doom Guy with 1 HP. You run around with your double-barreled shotgun, and you pray not to get hit. Okay, so it's Doom Guy on, what's it called? It's not Nightmare, Ultraviolet. Where did it run off to? Jeez. There you are. Ultraviolence. There we are. Ah, I'm sure my parents would love the name of that. Mode. Yep. Yep. My parents were the ones that wouldn't let me play Doom. So, naturally, I just went over to a friend's house. Ain't I a stinker? Let's see which one. What's 40? 40? Can't all be. These are 41. So it means this one must be 42. Which means high 42. In fact, we'll be able to see here in just a moment. That's correct. If I'm right. I'm not, because this is 43. There's 143. We'll be able to see in just a moment. We did, in fact, see. Oh dear. Whale. Trying to stay warm. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. It's supposed to be very slightly warmer here tomorrow, but that's still not saying much. One of the folks in our Discord server posted snow, and I'm a little bit jealous. If it's going to be cold, it might as well be super cold. Modern problems require modern solutions. I'm about to just take this sweater off because the sleeves are admittedly getting annoying. A little bit. Itty bitty bit. Alright. Let's start it. Let's glue these down while we're working on it. And before, I don't know, Luna or someone says, yeah, take it off or something like that. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, hardy har har. Yeah. Whale. Oh, there we go. Let me not put it past Lexi either, actually. Okay, goodness. There we go. We have some crazy, lovely people we hang out with. That's fine. That's fine. And if you would like to hang out with these lovely people too, And separately from that, me, you should hang out in our Discord server. Woo! Alright. I'd like to think that we're kind of neat. Neat! Just think they're neat. Alright. Well, there we go. So while those are drying... Okay. What is this? I'm probably supposed to put all the jetpacks together first. So the chassis actually gets built separately from the others. C48 and 61. 48. You'd think they'd be on this sheet. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Let me check on something. Scooch back. Don't know if you're looking for any terrain. Found a place that makes pretty decent stuff at reasonable prices. Towel flavor stuff. If you don't mind, if you'll send that in the Discord server, I would appreciate that. That would actually be pretty neat. B5. I'll do that later then. Because I'm not... I actually did pick up some terrain not too terribly long ago, but it's not really mine. It's for Evangeline plays Imperial Knights, so it's castle-themed stuff. Walls, for instance. So, hopefully she appreciates. I have a feeling she'll appreciate that. Maybe, just maybe. What are these, then? If this is 48, I'm trying to figure out where one of these goes. One of these. There's a piece here that seems to not have a purpose. Wait, oh, I think I know the answer. Yep, okay, I figured it out. So there's a backpack piece that is supposed to be an extra indicator as to whether you're using a breacher or a striker. Now, you'd think the obvious indicator would be, are they rocking a double-barreled shotgun or a long rifle? But no, I guess we get an extra little bit of confirmation here, I suppose. You know, maybe. Alright. It's a bit silly, but no, it's fine. Gives them an extra way to distinguish them. It's flavorful, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to let this one go. Nice, do a little dance. Do a little dance first. Alright, so don't have Discord? Ah, okay. I'll make a rare exception. What's the name of the place that does that? Normally I don't. It's not them plugging themselves in the channel. It's you plugging somebody else, and that's fine. At least in moderation, that's fine. So, what's the name of the place? And then I can check them out. If you don't mind. All right. So on one of these other sheets. Goodness, this one's the sloppiest one, and yet I have a feeling that this is where it'll be. Looking for 61. None of the numbers are going that high, so I think that I'm wrong. It appears that I might be wrong. Also, what are you? You might be, let's see, here, I guess? Now, what might you go to? See, one of them just randomly has a rock that it can stand on. Looking to see if it might be in any of the pictures down here. Number 11. I don't see it in any of these pictures either, so what could that be? Let's see. There wouldn't be anyone up over here. This is just the devilfish, which is already done. They're just... I want to make sure. I would very much like to make sure before I do this. Let's see. You know, everything's above board. Yep, none of the pictures are featuring this base. I'm going to take this as one of the Pathfinders. My inclination is to say, this is probably the Pathfinder. The Shasui, they want to be in a very specific pose. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of that. And this is... so we're still on Pathfinders here. Let's see. Whale? If at first you don't succeed, genuinely, unironically look at the... Oh, so this is a Pathfinder. So you can tell by the leggings. The Breachers and the Fire Warriors have armored legs. Now, it doesn't do anything for their toughness. They're no tougher. But the Pathfinders have different legs. So this one, I think I'll make into the Shasui for the Pathfinders. Basically, it's just a rock. It's just terrain that has a rock on the bottom. That's all. But it lets it stand a little bit taller. It's doing a Captain... It's Captain Morgan. It's doing the Captain Morgan stance. Tabletop terrain. Don't make it a habit. Hey, no worries. You're more than alright. Fair enough. If it is... Hey. You didn't just go out and say it. I offered it. You're more than alright. Yer is now spelled Y-E-R because I'm from the south. Alright, where are you, buddy? So it's number 61. And it's just this itty tiny little piece. It's almost even a flag. Oh dear. I'm sticking on this person's backpack. You know, this would take a lot less time if I didn't care. Oh, it's alright. Oh, okay, so 66. Should be getting close, surely. Ah, there you... There's a 61, but it's the wrong 61. This would take a lot less time if I didn't care. Well. You know what though? Once it's done, I don't have to worry about it anymore. And in the meantime, it's content, I guess? Watching me stare at a sprue. Nah. We're going to pretend that it is though. I'll keep you in mind, but that is unfortunately not it. Go back to here. The numbers don't go quite high enough. It's close. 59 is the highest that I see on here. I don't see anything higher. Sinus congestion is fun. It's my favorite. Alright, let's go back here. See if we can find another line dish one. If at first you don't succeed, so they're a Doom guy. They have all this spare ammo. Goodness. 64. 60, we should be getting close. 63. 62. Okay, come on now. It's teasing me. There's a 61 around here somewhere. Aha, there you are. It's instead of being turned like this, it's turned that way. So it makes it's a little bit harder to see. I know what I'm looking at based on the picture, but because of the angle I don't see what I see in the picture on the sprue itself. Tactical rocks for the win. Hey. Unironically, you know what I've actually gotten into for, not for terrain, but for basing recently. I have a hobby store, not a game store, a hobby store near me that has model train stuff. People that go and buy model trains and set them up and spend forever to make them look realistic and super perfect and all that jazz. I have found some decorations that are used for those. The terrain, the foliage that actually make it look quite nice. And I was considering using some of those. I think it might. I don't know. I don't dislike some of them. Some of them. Good news, I don't have to do this much on most of them. It's just this one guy. Ay, ay, ay. I swear. Aha! Perfect. There it is. Okay. Good times. Good times. Nailed it. And then once it's done, we never have to do this. Well, okay, yes we do. But not for a while. Thank goodness. And while that's drying, so you go here. Oh yeah, it's wine. Woot. Ah. Now then, get the rest of them done. So for example, with the train that I was looking at, I saw that they happen to have wheat. Just that you would set beside the train tracks to make it look like it's passing by a wheat field. I think that, unironically, some of that would look rather cool for the units that are hiding, like Pathfinders, for example. It looks... I thought that it looked rather neat. Or... I don't know. You recolor them to make them look alien if you'd like, and I might for some of them. There's tall grass, there's bushes. Wheat is just the most unique one that I saw. The one that caught my attention. Maybe. Oh, there we go. And stuff like that. Pipe cleaner trees are Toad's Grimdark. Oh dear. They look a little bit too... if you're thinking of what I'm thinking of, they look a little bit too unrealistic for me, but that's... I could see that. They're not expensive. Oh dear. Yeah, pipe cleaner trees might not be. Although, oh, here's another one that I saw. Not for the Tau, actually for knights. So, how do you know that the knight is really, really big? Or just any model that's huge for that, any titanium model. How do you know that it's big? So, in gameplay terms, you set it up next to another model and you use their size, you compare the size one to another. And it turns out that the Imperial Knight, the Questoris and the Dominus Knights are something like 40 meters tall. Or no, maybe it's 4 stories. Whatever, some absurd amount like that. It's great. Cool, well and good. But you could increase the scale by, instead of putting them next to a regular mini, take these teeny tiny little trees, itty bitty little trees, and put those on the base, which make it look way, way bigger. Birds for scale, my MTG brain. Yes, Kozilek that has birds randomly flying around it. Not the smartest birds out there. Or who's that YouTuber that does the banana for scale joke? Baron's Castle? Banana for scale. Oh, no, he's British. Banana for scale. That's right. Banana. Oh, yeah, then all the C9s. We'll get the K9s later. So those would be... See, it's the back. We want back. Let's see. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Hardy har har. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit sick, but just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Not too much. We'll be fine. A smarter man than I would have gotten some decongestant first or something. I still have piping hot coffee. I could go take a little bit of a break and get that, but the stream hasn't been going for that long. We've been going for half an hour. I can wait a bit. I shouldn't. A smarter man than I would not, but No. I pick on myself a lot. I don't actually mean it. Oh dear. The hint is, if I am laughing about it to myself, I don't mean it. Okay, bud. Let's get you. All D's. And yet this actually still won't take long. I mean, comparatively speaking. I really do have to make some progress though. Oh! Okay, so I have picked up what will be for some time the last of my Tau models. I'm not buying any more Tau, and probably not much more 40k period for a while. Everything just rolled down. Okay. So the Tau specific part of it is they nerfed the army. It's not a strict nerf. Basically, they changed the way that stealth battlesuits work. And to be fair, I run them in a weird way that actually means that I kind of get a benefit out of them. They became less point efficient, and they restricted you such that you used to be able to run either 3 or 6 battlesuits in a unit, and you could of course run up to 3 units. Yeah, I should, you're right. Now they make it where your only option is 5, and instead of being 60 points for 3, or 120 points for 6, so 20 points a model, it's 110 points for 5, so 22 points a model. A little bit less efficient per model. But also, the benefit that you get doesn't scale up. It's not better. And they did one little sideways change. You used to be able to fall back and shoot with a third of your units. Now one of your units has a pistol, which means they can still shoot while engaged, but they can't fall back first. It's weird. It's a nerf. But because of my stupid little infiltrator spam strategy, I actually can still make that work, but most people aren't me, and I know that it's a gimmick, and it's a gimmick that also still got nerfed a bit. The reason is because, how would you say, if a unit contains 6 or more models, they have to be in... Each model in the unit has to be within 2 inches of 2 other models in order to remain in what's called unit coherency. However, for units of 5 or models of units of 5 models or fewer, they only have to be within 2 inches of 1. So what that means is that if you have a 2x3, if you have 6 models, you have to make a 2x3, so such that each model is 2 inches from 2 other models, right? Or you could do like a hex or something like that. With 5 models, you can just make a straight line, so you can cover more width along the battlefield. Which matters for stupid people like me, who try to make infiltrator spam work. I didn't say I was smart. I said it was fun. Alright. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? How you doing today? I've been better. I'm going to take Aaron's advice here in just a moment. Probably take a break and get some medicine here in a sec. I'm just decongested. I'm fine. I'm not dying or anything. I just, yeah, you know. I could be doing better. But it's fine. It's alright. Where did that stupid... where'd it go? Probably, I was about to say, it's probably on the page, and if I tilt the page up, I'll see it. Which is exactly what happened. I'm having a good day. I hope you're having a good... You know what? We'll just say that Monday came a little bit late. That's all. That's my excuse, and I'm taking it with me. Milking it for all it's worth. Now, I did have some, hopefully good news. Some positive job prospects. So that's nice. Right now, I would consider myself to be underemployed. Well, hey, maybe that's changing here pretty soon. So that's nice. Oh, so reason number 1, by the way, for taking a bit of a break from Tau is the army got nerfed. 40k in general, I'm just not a big fan of the direction that the game's been going. That's been the case for a while, but sort of the... have you ever heard about what happens when you take a frog and you put it into a pot of water and then you turn the heat up until the water boils? So in actuality, the frog will jump out of the water. It's a myth that the frog will just let itself die. The frog will jump out of the boiling pot. It just has to get to a point where it will. I guess I got to that point eventually. I was kind of tired of it. Games Workshop is... Oh, you know how I'm not exactly a big fan of Nintendo? Yes, there's the litigious side of Nintendo that Games Workshop is in spades as well. That's not the only reason, but that's probably the quickest to explain. This is a company that will shotgun out lawsuits against everyone, including people who just have products that have the word Warhammer in their name that have nothing to do with the Warhammer property. Yes, that is a thing that they do. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. And I've also been talking with another friend of mine who's a streamer who is sort of given me some good alternatives, and another friend of mine got me into a war game called Infinity. Now granted, in terms of the actual gameplay itself, it's very apples and oranges. Army game versus skirmish game. They're not directly comparable. But imagine if Warhammer had an official proxy rule, which is to say that if you don't have a model, just have something close enough and tell your opponent, and you can use that. You can use that. Cool. I mean, can you imagine? Basically, there's better alternatives out there. A Tau nerf? Oh yeah. So the stealth battles, the Vespid Stingwings got a weird change. The Stingwings and the stealth battle suits are getting a new model, a new sculpt. When that comes out, that comes with some rules changes. And they changed. Now, to be fair, this is, 19 seconds before an edition change, so this may not mean very much. It's still annoying. It's still really annoying, I find. It doesn't give me a lot of faith that they'll be good come the next edition, because they've basically sucked for this entire edition. Tau is a gimmick army. You can make it work, but you have to lean into one of its gimmicks. So for example, when I play Retaliation Cadre, I will take a unit of battlesuits and just run them into whatever, the biggest clump of enemies that I can. Because they have a stratagem that forces them to, there's something called Deadly Demise. Deadly Demise is when they die, you roll a 6-sided die. If you land on a 6, they blow up. You can force them to blow up if they already had Deadly Demise. So I can run, say, like a Riptide into my opponents and just nuke everything around them. Hopefully, counting the shooting that they did beforehand, getting my money's worth. That's a gimmick, though. That's admittedly kind of silly, kind of stupid. Not a real thing. Hey, Nicholas, how yo day was, cutie. I want you to know, you just gave me a stroke reading that, and you're not even an American. I just want you to know how yo day was, cutie. Ah. How yo, goodness. This anime waifu statue is a stompa. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there are limits to it. And also, the Stompa is only $150 for 800 points. It's still $150, but I think that is easily the best way to get yourself 800 points. So, that Stompa box from not that long ago, just a few years, 3 years ago, I think, right? Was enough to get that Stompa way cheaper for a long time. Here's how you buy here's how you buy a 40k army. You buy 2 Stompas. You have 1,600 points for $300, and then you something to be your warlord and chaff. There you go. I guess something to scream the home objective, and I mean, it's not a good army. You're not going to have any real objective control. But it'll be funny. It'll be really, really stinking funny. Also, the Stompa, you're really only supposed to have one in an army because they have an aura that improves infantry and it doesn't stack with itself. I think that they're supposed to be better in 3K games. You can run 2 because there's more that you can hit with it. Alright. It's a bit like the Dominus Knights having an aura that grants cover to armigers. In this case, it's granting a bonus to orc infantry, I believe is how it's worded. They still suck in range though, so no, not even once. Please. Orc shooting. Okay, actually, I was about to say not even once, but there was that one time when it was busted. You know the one. The one this year. Ay, ay, ay. Someone thought it was a good idea to give them sustained hits too on their Baawa turn. That's not the only reason, but that was a pretty dumb one. Nicholas says, day's been pretty neat. Played a lot of Risk of Rain 2 with some friends. Now watching Jada chill. Hey, well, fair enough. I hope that. I mean, you wouldn't be the first time someone said I put them to sleep. No. See, I like being self-deprecating. I don't actually take it seriously. I just find it fun. Are these are the ones? Okay, cool. I ran out of legs that look like they're, let's say, especially forward-facing. These don't look like Doom Guy. These look like they're trying to snipe something from some distance away. Doom Guy is running around with a shotgun. It was taken away from us too soon. Hey. Yes, okay. It took me a second to realize what we were on about. Yeah. Us. Found the orc player. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a strong opinion about that. It was probably really fun, I'm sure. At least fun for one player. Alright, swear to goodness, after this, while they're drying, I should go and get some medicine for this congestion. That'd probably be a smart idea, right? Maybe. Just a bit. Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Okay. Hey. Probably a good idea. Ripped at one time orc shooting was actually meaningful. It only has two settings. It's binary. It's either useless or broken. That's it. Those are the only ways that it can work. Turns out when you're already only hitting on a 5-up, making it where half the time you get sustained hits too means that you're effectively doubling the number of shots. So you hit on either a 5 or a 6, it would have been 2 successes. If you hit on a 6, you add 2, so 1 plus 1 plus 2. Now you've doubled their shooting. That's why it was so broken. Yay. Well, that's why the sustained hits was broken. Ay. Ironically, if they had been better at hitting, it would have made it worse, because in order to make them better at hitting, that is to say hitting on a 4-up or a 3-up or whatever, they either would be less point efficient or they would have some other characteristic to make them less good. Lower strength, lower AP, lower damage. Usually just making them less point efficient. Hey, there was a delicious OTC decongest. Yes, actually, it's some, not Mucinex, but whatever, whichever one. Alright, on that note, I will be back in just a quick second. See, it even says so on the screen. Be right back. Stream Elements is right. If I miss a message, just post it again. Me, I'm a dumb. Maybe not. Well, yes, actually. Yes, actually. Ah, good times. Alright, we'll see how long it takes for that to clear it up. Coffee will help too. I'm disappointed it's not scalding anymore. I'm sure I must have missed a message somewhere in there. Maybe. Possibly. Probably. Most definitely. Okay, so the legs, torsos, they're all done. Ah, time to arm. Oh wait, this is it. It's literally just this one page. Okay, well, heck yeah then. Hey, neat. Neat. Alright, so this one, which helmet do I use for you? Oh, the helmet. There's only one helmet. That makes it a lot easier. I could make this one not wear a helmet. I dislike doing that though. It looks wrong to me. Oh, sorry, hold on. Well, to be fair, when I say already finished, these are just basic infantry. They're not the most intense of models. Thankfully, Tau basic infantry is pretty quick and easy. Quick and dirty to do. Yeah, you know. Oh, here's another neat little bit. The strike team and the striker team and that's right. Strike team and breacher team have different helmets too. So their backpacks are different. Their helmets are different. Tiny details you wouldn't notice unless you know to look for them. Because who cares? You can tell they're different based on the freaking weapons that they're carrying. Shotgun versus rifle. That makes it a little bit more clear. Just a wee little bit. I just think it's funny. For whatever that's worth, someone was allowed to cook. Alright. There we go. Somebody let bro cook. To be fair, it's a good problem to have. It shows a level of attention to detail. That is a good thing. I should not be complaining. Okay, so for everybody else, they also can have antennae. I'm going to be off camera for just a little bit. You'll still be able to hear me. What I'm doing, I picked up a breacher. I would like for my breachers to match the other teams of breachers that I have. So I'm going to go look at their headgear to make sure that it matches. Specifically, they all have an antenna on, but I am almost certain that I made it where the leader of each breacher team has a different antenna as a way to distinguish it from the others. Because unfortunately they don't have, say, a different weapon, for example. Let me turn this on as well. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by its toe. Swear to God, your mom's. Okay, so that's the difference. That one right there. There we go. Oh, let me interrupt myself on that one. Actually, let me do that right now. All right. Let me get myself more canceled somehow. Conveniently, I had the same logic when building these the first time. The one that's standing the tallest is the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back. Yeah, it's the Donkey Kong 64 intro. I don't know. Whale. See, this is the best kind of stream where I'm not even on. No, let him keep cooking. Anywhere else. And then, let's say... Actually bring some extras here too. In case I need an additional reference. No. What's US? Yes, United States Postal Service, that's right. Oh, hey, what's up, Luna? Hey, hello. Wait, did you, right as soon as I walked off camera is when you showed up, right? Isn't my timing just wonderful like that? Oh, it's the best. Hey. Ay. Alright. Let's see. Hope you get to play Fallen Order and Survivor soon. Souls like Star Wars Metroidvania is right up your alley. I know that you're right. I should just bite the bullet on that whole EA play. The thing with EA where you have to tie your account to... You have to tie your EA account to your Steam account. I should just bite the bullet on that. It sucks. I don't like that. But I've already bought the game. I probably should just do it. First one was really great. I'm going to buy a second one when it's on sale, which is hopefully fair enough. When I end up getting around to playing the first one. What I was going to do is, I have a jailbroken PS4. I'll just play it on there. But watch it also be the case that it requires that even on console. That would be my luck. Speaking of projects, Aaron says, resin 3D printed bits for your custom Salamander Assault Intercessors. Proxied for Infernus Marines. How many could... Don't let me down now. Alright, I got bad news. You just jinxed it. You just jinxed... No. Surely not. Hopefully not. Please no. Like DHL? But usually cheaper. And... historically, pretty dang reliable. Nowadays, I would not say so. Wait. Oh, hold on, I picked out the wrong one. You are not... Wait, are you? Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, it's a different... Hold on, I'm going to be off screen again. Best kind. Kinda, sorta, yeah. Hey. Oh, wait. Okay. DHL. Hold on. Nicholas is the one that said that? Okay, see, I think of DHL and I think of a private company. I might be wrong. It may not be DHL. It might be a different company. In the US. Oh, I see what I did. Ah, okay. Instead of the dude being glued down on one foot, I let this guy sort of fall over a bit so that both feet could be barely touching the ground. Instead of one foot fully touching the ground, both feet are barely touching. Good times. Why do I do this to myself again? Man, who even knows? Who even knows, right? Well, in that case, did I give one of you the ceremonial knife, maybe? Used to be that the Shasui in older editions would be the one that holds what's called the bonding knife. Tal would use it in their neat little pre-game ritual, I guess. Yeah. The leader uses a ceremonial knife, which isn't even useful in combat, so presumably it's dull, it's just there for show. And, I don't know. Speech. Where are you, buddy? Well, it's none of you. Nunya. It's Nunya, so let me put all of you back. Again, best part of the stream, I'm not on. No. Maybe. I am overthinking this. It's so quick to put these together that I'm making it take more time. I should already be done, is what I'm saying. Alright, it's not you. Wait, none of you. Uh-oh. None of them have the little leadership tag. Oh. Not a one, unless it fell off. Which probably means that I just didn't put it on. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Luna says, what I really like about Survivors doesn't take away any of the abilities you learn in Fallen Order. Hey, nice! Unironically, that's nice. That is actually... Metroidvanias have to come up with an excuse, especially if they're sequels, for why you can't use the abilities that you had previously. My favorite isn't actually a... Well, it's sort of a sequel. It's the first... Metroid Prime is not the first Metroid game chronologically. But they had to... it's the first Metroid Prime game. But they had to figure out, how has the player not gained all these abilities yet? Well, the answer is, you have. You just get them disabled on your way down to the... You start on a spaceship, you lose them in a boss fight. It's Metroid. You're coming off of a spaceship with a timer ticking down at the start of the game. It makes it really stressful. This is not necessarily a bad thing. Rather, this is a good thing. Actively a good thing. Okay, come on, buddy. Alright. Aaron says, so I used the assault intercessors for the bodies and legs, gave them a flame pistol. One in each hand of... Wait, flame pistol. The arms each have a wrist-mounted flamer. Oh, okay. I was about to say... Oh, dear. Yeah, that sounds... Having flamers that are pistols as well sounds awesome. That sounds like the most salamander thing. Salamander is... There we go. It's now an adjective. Nice. Oh, man. Flamer pistols. If they were flamers, then you wouldn't... You don't do a hit roll. You roll to see how many attacks go out. So that could actually potentially give you a really good number of shots. Granted, they're still flamers, so... 4 flamers, James. 4 each! They're like coming out on stage with all the fire going out behind them. I got too excited and clearly lost my mind. You're fine. Ah, great. Okay, hold on. Let's see if the... Oh, are we good? The internet went out for a moment. At least on the dashboard it did. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it didn't actually. Hey. Good times. Another friend invited me to play Elden Ring Seamless Co-op. He got his sister into Elden Ring, so I'm going to make a cosplay character, and it's going to be the hunter from Bloodborne. So the jar cannon, the pizza cutter, and I think it's called the Raptor's Talons? Dat outfit, whichever one Dat is. Well, there are a couple of outfits that might be appropriate for it. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. Seamless co-op is so fun. Yes. Lose my mind when I lose League of Legends games. You're playing League. You already lost your mind. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It comes with the territory. I say this as someone who used to play League way back in ye olden days. Season 1. Yes. Season 1. I got to play pre-nerf Karthus. Pre-original nerf Karthus. I still like Karthus. Look at what they did to my boy. I mean, he's good every now and then. He's okay every now and then. They can never make him too good. He's like a grappler in fighting games, right? Zangief was broken in World Warrior, and ever since then, every grappler in the history of fighting games has to pay for Zangief's crimes. Don't tell me that's not how it works. Wrist-mounted flamers come with flame effects that come with so darn deep. Alright, someone's having fun. And then as soon as I see that, I see Twitch spam too. Which I'm a little bit less than excited to. Whatever. Knock it out. Yeah, you know the drill. Just ban the bots. As you do. It's bots. Whale. Whale. Whale, a whale. Let's have some of them turned the other way. Maybe. Luna would probably appreciate the Bloodborne cosplay. Luna is one of our resident Bloodborne superfan. I haven't actually done that as a cosplay build for co-op though, in part because another friend of mine already had been doing that. Beat me to it. That's what I'm saying. He beat me to it. Hey. Oh, wrong part of the song. I know that's in the song, just not there. Oh, we already passed it. That would be why. I've listened to these way too many times. That effect. I think it's cool. For whatever that's worth, I think it's pretty neat. I think you all are pretty neat.
You just think you're neat.
There's my sick Marge impression. Perfect, exactly like that. Do it this way, actually. If it isn't broken, then don't fix it. Let's go too far to this side. Oh, there's a reason not to do that. Turns out. There we go, that's better. There's maybe a reason. Maybe. Honestly, Liza P might be your new favorite. Hasn't that been your... Oh, you mean it's now superseding Bloodborne. To be honest, I guess I thought that happened a while ago. Yes, I think, maybe. Clean that, James. And chat, it's bedtime for me. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good night, sweet dreams, everyone. Sweet dreams. Rest up. You rest up too. I will pretend to. Get some rest myself. Pretend to. Maybe. Possibly. A little bit. Not nearly enough. This one just be straight as an arrow. Looking forward. Looking good. Good night, Aaron. Sleep. Yep, that's right. Good night. Buenas noches. There we go. Hopefully that's good enough, he says. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay. And then there are a bunch of different arm combinations. Which one does the leader get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like I have 11 choices, so only one gets left out. Leader should get one of the unique ones. Which would be... Oh, 52 and 56. Easy. Easy money. 52 and 56. Alright. Oh, 52. Perfecto mundo. Nice. Still is my favorite fashion. It has more fashion. Now, to be fair, it is still functional in Bloodborne. It's not functional in Lies of P, which is a good thing for Lies of P, because it means that you don't feel like you're being suboptimal by using something that you think looks better. On the other hand, you don't feel like you're... Bloodborne has something that's kind of neat going for it, or against it, but I think for it. The definitely worst fashion in the game, other than maybe not wearing anything, is the strongest physically defensive set in the game. If you don't mind wearing the head diaper of shame, then you can go around wearing that, sure. Or you could have actual fashion. Actual factual fashion. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think of another game that has an effect that's that stark. See, 57's right here, so you'd think 56 would be somewhere near it. It is just an arm. Where would you happen to be? It's, is 2B? 2B is the Nier Automata character, right? It's not B2, it's 2B, I think. Or not 2B. That is the question. Oh, for the love of sweet juniper. Alright. Whale goodness. Maybe it is a different sheet. That's possible. They actually also both have the letter C on them, so you'd think they'd be on the C sheet. Oh, 56. It is on a different sheet, turns out. No. Go figure. Why are you crossing? Yes, genuinely. Oh, I thought he was crossing his fingers. Holding a cigar. It's not a cigar. It's totally a cigar. I'm going to read in whatever the heck I like, and I'm reading in that this guy is using a cigar. Because Cuba still exists, it is a Cuban cigar. Alright. What we do in the name of fashion. In the name of fashion. In the name of love. Once more. Alright. In the name... Alright. Yeah. Voice notwithstanding, probably shouldn't be singing while there's music for another song going right now. Huh. You know, maybe not. Maybe not. And then, how do you fit on here? Oh, I know. You're going to point your Cuban cigar right at them. That's what you're going to do. You know, I joke, Cuba existing in the world of 40k, I'm playing an army, Tau, that have craft they're named after earthen, or Terran, because 40k, Latin, Terran aquatic species. Devilfish, manta rays, piranhas. What else? Orcas. Something else I'm surely forgetting? Hammerheads? There we go, hammerheads. My goodness. I can think of an obvious joke out of that. Let's see. So this one is not technically done. We can add it's everything is done that needs to be done onto it. We can add accessories later if we feel like it. Alright, so for you all, let's take the ones that only exist as 2-ofs and give them the 3 duo sets. So 10 and 13. do I want to make them match? I kind of want to make them match. I shouldn't. Heck it, we will. Heck it, we ball. Heck it, we ball. Can't beat that logic, right? Oh, goodness. Alright. Actually, like, the more I think about the world, I realize that Bloodborne still just barely beats Lies of P. It has a lot of... I think it has more variety. I'm pretty sure it has more variety. And just about all of it pretty well fits the aesthetic of the game. For Lies of P, some of it stands out and kind of stands out in an immersion breaking way, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just is. Let's see. I'll bet you that if this one had its arm and gun on separate sheets, then this one I suspect will too. Nope, I remember. This one actually has 13. Ah, yep, okay, well, I mean, what, bet? No, I would never go, let's go gambling. No, let's absolutely not go gambling. Please. There is one reason that you should ever go gambling. If you are using it purely for the experience. The example that I like to give is, if you go to a movie theater to watch a movie, you wasted your money, right? You don't even get to keep the movie after. Well, you're not doing it to keep the movie. You did it for the experience. You got to the experience of watching it in a movie theater and everything that comes with that. If you go to a casino and play, say, poker, for example, Texas Hold'em, if you treat it as, hey, I'm just going to play a game, and I'm having money on it, makes the game better because people take it seriously. It's improving. Having stakes on it makes people take it seriously, so it improves the quality of the game. If you take it that way, then, yeah, you're doing it for the experience, and if you happen to win, great. That's a nice little bonus. You made some money off of it. And if not, you lost money, but not really. You just got the experience out of it. That's nice. That's exciting. It's fun. Not exciting. It's fun. It has a benefit. Alright. I'll let you sit here for just a wee little bit. That's the only way that I could see myself ever gambling. And even then, I don't think that I enjoy it enough to do that. I don't think so. Let's see. Alright, like I said, I'm deciding which ones go where. Yeah, this is probably okay. Maybe. Hold on. What about you? This is actually super intimidating. Let's go. Let's keep it. Alright. Just have them be unique. Luna is a big fan of gothic horror games. And I would say that I am too. It's not... I don't think that I'm... My impression is that I don't like it as much, but I still like it. I'd like to think that I have a decent variety in the kinds of settings that I appreciate, but then again, in terms of anime, I'm also that guy that actually likes slop isekai sometimes, so my opinion does not matter, like, at all. Okay, sometimes a little bit. Okay, I can recognize when they're terrible and still like the genre as a whole, is how I will put it. Alright, This is not holding still. Hey, what's up? Dude! I was set to raid into you! I didn't get done in time. What's up? I did miss some crazy shit. Oh, hold on. Hey! Hey! Alright, Robert, take it away. Thank you. Thank you, Alden. I believe you. What happened? What'd I miss? I had it set. I try to remember when I start up my stream to have it set to redirect so that if my stream crashes, then I'll still be able to go into 702. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Holy heck. Goodness. You have like a super chat incentive that's really working? What is your secret? Tell me your secret now. Good on you, man. I say this a lot. Folks, you should actually you should go subscribe to Alden now. He doesn't agree with me when I say this, but he does put in the work. He really does. I think he will earn your subscription. Here, let me, as a streamer, tell you to go follow somebody else. I'm not exactly doing what I'm supposed to do, but this is what I want to. It's what I want to do, because Alden is cool like that. Even if he disagrees with me, he's cool like that. I will not hear otherwise, mate. Ay. It is a 12-hour stream today. Oh, yeah, see, I saw it was a 12-hour stream from the title, but I didn't know when it started. So I was hoping when I got done, you'd still be going so I could raid into you. After YouTube took his cut. Yeah, that's not, I think YouTube's, it's 70-30 is the default cut. So 70% of 700, it was 700, right? So that means 490, thereabouts. Oh, 35 cut. Oh, okay. I thought it was 30, but it might be 35. It might be. I may be wrong. I may be mistaken. That's never happened before. Clearly never. No, nay, never. Not a single chance. I need to teach you how to redirect, my dude. Okay. No, it's good. It's all good. Hey. Or did you redirect into somebody else? In which case, fair enough. Alright, let's have this one a little bit higher so it's like the dude is looking down the sight. Except, nah. In order to make that happen, I'd have to crook its head, and I would really like not to do that. It looks wrong. I know, I've tried doing that before. It just looks like it broke its neck. Hey. Oh, goodness. Goodness grief. I will check chat in just a second while this one is drying. As you do. As one does. Make this one look even more buff. Let's go. A buff towel. No, those don't exist. Hey Alden, they all look like me. Alright, let's see. 514 yesterday, 239 today, 30%. Yep, there you go. Goodness. Good on you, dude. Seriously, good on you. I don't know exactly how much. What'd you do in stream? Yeah, so this would have been Limbus Company. It's Tuesday, right? So, oh geez. I think that sounds about right, especially given that you got that much. The cult came through for you. Yay. Oh, and today was, wait, hold on. Today was the 12-hour stream, but you got 239? You got less on the 12-hour stream? Uh-oh. I just put 2 and 2 together on that one. So, wait a minute now. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. 28 and 29. I don't know who that is. I can see the guy in my head, but I don't know who the meme is. Goodness. Yay. 28 and 29. That's the 29. Cool. I swear. They put way too many attachments for some of these pieces. Just to give us a little bit more work. To be fair, for the people that like building, that extra work it's not a bug, it's a feature. I mean, you know what I mean. They actively like building. It's an upside in the hobby for them. You know. Hold on. Let's see. So you said, yep. To YouTube it's 400? I don't know what that's referring to, but maybe. LabCorp between choices of Abnos making nuggets, a lot on them to have what they want. 200 to do a 12-hour. Oh, took charge of my bid system. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's a really good problem. I was talking about incentives. Yeah, that's a really good incentive. That's a really, really good freaking incentive. See, Eldon's a smart man. He knows what he's doing. Mastermind over here. Mwahaha. Ay ay ay. Mwahaha into ay ay ay. True combo. Indeed. Truly indeed. Aye. So tired. I believe you. I do not. 12 hours? I wouldn't know anything. Oh goodness. I wouldn't know anything about that. But yeah, for people that you have a kid. Well, I mean, I have a kid too. You have a young kid. It's quite different at that age. Yeah. You are an even remotely attentive parent. That will take a lot out of you just from that. I get the impression that you might just be, from hearing your kiddo. You going to take care in the middle of one of our calls? Well, at least one. I get the impression. I am pulling your chain, but I do need to get you... I do need to teach you how to redirect, because that would have been, I'll admit, that would have been an awful lot of people coming my way if you send them my way. That'd be really cool. Not gonna lie. That may have crossed my mind. Get on there. Get. Get. This is one of those. Let me give this to Evangeline to work on, because some of these pieces are tiny. Teeny tiny, it's a bitsy. Teeny weeny. Yellow polka dot bikini. There we go. Alright, perfect. Just like that. First try. Only 50 yesterday, 20 to 30 all day. Hold on. Give me some if you have leftovers. Oh, wait. You're making nuggets? And you want leftovers? No, I'm kidding. Hey, can imagine. 250 on a car battery. Yes! Oh. Don't you love little random expenses like that? Don't you just love them? I know I certainly do. That's why I take on sponsors. Like today's sponsor. I don't know, pick something. Audible. Audio. Wait, hold on. What's another one? TurboTax. It's almost that time. No. Yeah, okay, there are actually YouTubers getting sponsored by TurboTax. It's great. It's great. Alright. This one is doing that silly low tier god run where he's sitting in his chair, but he's pumping his arms back and forth like an idiot. Yeah, this guy's doing that. It's great. Alright. I know what I'm doing. I like to think I know what I'm doing. I don't, but I like to think that I do. Hold on, and I will check chat. Chat. Hold still. No. I broke it. Oh, God. Dang it, Bobby. Okay. It's a 3-point connection. Those are the most fun you could possibly have. Ideally, you're supposed to do all 3 together. That is easier said than done. Alright. Scooch back. I need you to scooch on back. Please. Buddy. You just fill in the gap here. I have listened to this entirely too many times. Alright, we'll fix that in painting. It's fine. There's nothing we can't fix with paint. Rage Shadow Legend, that's the one. Kept dying, it was bad. Oh no, 200. Oh man. Charged back with my father on our car. It was so annoying to I believe you. Wait, hold on. Changing the battery? I don't think I've ever had. Well, okay, maybe our cars are different. I don't think I've ever had annoying be the word I would use, but it may be something different about because you're not an American. Maybe your cars are a little bit different than ours. No, seriously, I know that there's some regulatory differences that make cars over here unable to be sold over there without certain modifications, like fuel efficiency standards, for example. That's the big one. You can't sell a gas guzzler. Look, I'm from the South. I'm over here making fun of my Southern accent. There we go. Rage, not Shadow. No. I did turn down, Hero Wars? I turned down a Hero Wars sponsorship. No, please no, for the love of goodness, no. Hero Wars is one of those games where all of the ads that you see for it online are fake. It's spiky-haired, black-haired dude wearing armor, it's one of those which number is bigger ads every time, where you want to play the game specifically because the people doing the ads make them look like bumbling idiots, and you know how to play, you know how to do it. Hey, this game must be easy. No, please don't give them money. Let's say 16 and 17 were those. Alright. 16 and 17. Here we go. Sweet 16 and what's a joke about 17? 17 again, right? There we go. Which I have not seen and I am not going to see. Where did the other one run off to? You'd think it would be right next to it, but that would make too much sense. Is there a 15 nearby at least? There's a 15 on here. Oh, yeah, no, they're not the same. That must be for a Pathfinder. It is for a Pathfinder. Okay. Well, let me check on over here. Here. Turn here into a 2-syllable word. Well, I need 24s for later, so do this while I'm at it. As long as I don't lose track of them. I am going to lose track of them. It is. I am inevitable. We got in Dodge Nitro in red. Got a Dodge Nitro in red. Sounds like something in GTA. It's not on here, it seems. just checked there. Maybe it's on this absolute mess. Goodness. We'll be here a while then. This mostly looks like Pathfinder stuff. Oh, best I can tell. Goodness. Goodness. Which I should have time to put together as well. Should. Maybe. I think. Therefore I am. Alright. Well, there's a 16, here's a 17 to go along with it. If I find one, I should find the other. Hopefully. If they put them next to each other again. There's a 20. 20 and 21. Well, let me see. I haven't done any of the... I did one of the single ones. 16... 24. Yeah, so 20 and 21 can go over here. I just might as well get them out of the way. I know what I'm using them for, after all. For what I'm using them. Look, I'm a grammar Nazi, but for myself. Yeah, because I used to be an English major, and then I felt like being employed. Let's see. Let's see. Well, where'd you run off to? 26, but these are for Pathfinders. Hmm. 24. 32 and 33. I'm just going to skip ahead. So 24 and 25. Arms. Should be around, usually near the edge. Something, something. Edge joke here. They actually might not. They might be on here. I'll say aha. Spoke a wee bit too soon. 25. 50. Aha! There they are. There they are. Okay. Easy peasy. Need to work on D's next. The yawning makes me also sorry, even from all this distance away. Saw a video of someone yawning in front of a dog and then the dog yawns. It's adorable. Of course. I just cut one too many out. That's what has happened now. 20 and 21. That's these two. Should be. Is 20, 24. Okay. And then 32 and 33. 33. Well, you did say you might get some sleep, right? Can help out with that. I hope. Maybe. Maybe. Right, 32. Alright. I'm not an ASMR channel, but I'd like to think that I'm not the worst thing that you could hear when you're trying to relax. Especially with a nice background music. Which, by the way, I mention this every time, but if you would like to buy that, there is a link down in the description to the site where you can go buy them. Buy them. Use them, break them, fix them, trash them, change them, melt, upgrade. Okay. Alright. We'll stop. I haven't listened to that in a hot minute. geez, that, you know what? This is the first time that I've heard that since since I became familiar with the Simpsons meme, the dental plan, Lisa needs braces. And I swear, I just heard that and heard dental plan, dental plan. Oh, jeez, the music. Oh no. Oh no. What are you painting? Oh, so right now we're just putting the models together. Right now, I am making a fire team for a 40k army, Warhammer 40k, called Tau. They're blue weeb communist is how I like to describe them. Yeah, something like that. Communist, but they also have a caste system. It works somehow. Kind of. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, that's probably a bit too high. Aim it down a bit. This one is what's called a breacher team, which is to say, Doom guy with 1 HP. Run around with a double-barreled shotgun, don't get hit. You are still utterly frail, so don't get hit. There's my pro tip. This is good advice for just Doom in general as well, by the way. No? Oh yeah, you know how they play. Ah, well there we go. Normally, well, not even entirely a shooting-based army, but I am the idiot that actually charges into people with them to tie up their units. It's great. It's fantastic. It's not. Well, catches people off guard. That's always exciting. Shiting. Shiting. These two just get the same position. Alright. Come on. There we go. See, I have enough people that show up that it's hard to remember who all knows 40k, who knows other games. For the ones that are in these quite often, like Plague Dog, of course I do remember, but outside of that it can be tricky. Let's do this guy first, because I know me, I will forget if I don't. I know me. Oh goodness. Probably tilt it down a bit. That looks wrong with it right in front of his face if he's not going to be, you know, shooting with it. Unless you're one of those trick shots that doesn't have to look at what you're shooting. I envy your skill. Or dedication to getting wrong until you get it right. Okay, maybe I don't envy that. Dedication to trial and error gameplay. Hold on a moment. Ay, ay, ay. Well, maybe we do this one instead. Yeah, that's okay. Other than the different poses. This one is right up in his face. Oh, wait, we can have this one go over. No, not really. Yeah, not really. Oh, well, nailed it. Nailed it. Guy that's not even trying to shoot you. Just pointing upwards for that celebratory gunfire. Something about, was it when Beyonce had a kid, I think it was? Oh, some celebrity had a kid, and a couple in Florida, because of course Florida, had some celebratory gunfire and caught their house on fire. No, I'm misremembering the story. God, it's been forever since I heard it. I'm very much misremembering it. Something happened in Florida that really doesn't narrow it down, but at the same time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Perfect description of Florida. Doesn't narrow it down, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Gap filler. I was hoping I'd end up getting more done. We will later. I will on some other stream. But at the very least, I'll have more infantry put together. That's nice. That's good. Right? I could still put the Pathfinders together. Maybe. I mean, it shouldn't. Because if it's taking me this long to work on these, Pathfinders take probably a little bit longer. And I have work in the morning. Might even have a job interview, too. That'll be exciting. That'll be fun. I hope. Well, another job, but you know what I mean. Good times. Be nice to have something that pays a bit better, let's say. Oh, okay. Squeeze it in. Something. There's a joke in there somewhere. Alright. Here we go. Oh, come on now. Come on, buddy. Me being the genius that I am. So we can fill that. There we go. I'm sure that this will not come back and bite me whatsoever. No way. Couldn't be. Not a chance. Oh, actually that worked. Hey. Don't mind if you do. Okay. Good times. Let me add the antennae really quickly. Okay. Which, in retrospect, maybe I should have done before the guns. Ah, well, it's fine. Step 1, figure out which one I would like to be for the chassis, and everything else will follow. Here, let's take a look. Oh, there really aren't that many. But yes, there are. There have to be more. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, good times. Well, not on here. Wait, yes they are. Dang it. Dang it, they're all on here, actually. I had to open my big dumb mouth. Alright, so there are 10 of you. Who's not making the cut? Okay. Sorry, give me just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in just a few minutes, please. I'm back. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. Well, we'll be done here in just a quick second with the breachers. All I have to do is decide how I would like to set up their antennae and then accessorize them, and we'll be done with that. Kind of reminds you of Lego? You know, there was a time when I would have disagreed with you, because when I think of Lego bricks, I think of, welcome back into, thank you. I think of, you know, put them together, take them apart, put them together, take them apart. But a lot of Lego products nowadays are really only meant to be built once, built one way, as a, you know, you're building this playset, you're building this model, you're building this. Hey, what's up? What's up, Leo? Love to see your work. Confused with your setting. Not hey chat, don't take it like that. Can't see what you're making. You're right. You're right. So this one is not very close. When I do the painting, it's much closer up. This one is quite spread out. You are right though. I'm building Warhammer. Well, what he means is that like, often people will have a camera that is set up right above or at an angle, at a lower facing angle, where you can see everything much more closely. I do it this way because I'm so spread out. But when I do the painting streams, we do that much closer one. I know you're not wrong, Leo. You are not wrong. If you stick around when we do painting, then we will have it much closer again. You'll actually get to see, because in that case, I don't have to have everything nice and spread out. It's all going to be in one solid area, and also having it up close is going to make it easier to see those details. You are right, though. This is quite an open view. It's quite spread out. I promise I'll put it. Also, with this webcam, I have a difficult time getting it to focus anyway when it's too close, unfortunately. Case in point, here, this is probably fine. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit fuzzy. Because it's focusing on me. I don't think it's a problem with the webcam. I may be wrong, but it focuses on me. Was in the last painting stream also, the last painting stream I had it set up where it was, the camera was, let's say about here-ish, facing downwards, onto our, what would you call it, painter sheet, where Evangeline and I were painting. And naturally only one of us stayed on camera most of the time, but at least you had a way to see the painting. What we were doing is, I guess the last one was, we were working on Imperial agents, and me being the great genius that I am, I thought it would be a brilliant, brilliant idea to work on, what would you say, so I use one of my painting spots, you know, you think paint brushes, I have toothpicks that I use for painting, very, very small details. You start to get not diminishing returns, marginal returns. When you put paint onto something, it will at the very least create a droplet shape that sort of gives it a minimum width that it can take up. Basically, if the gap's too small, realistically you can't get a brush or a toothpick or even a sewing needle is the smallest I've used in there, because it will still get along the edges too. Played the old PS2 Tau game, Fireblade? Was that it? I have it. I got it through GOG when it was on sale for less than $1. I should play that at some point, Leo. That would be really cool. Miss it right now? I have been told that it isn't all that great, but I will give it a try. I'll give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen, right? Alright, I'm just going to have these two for the first. These are way too small for you to see, even if I had the camera way up close. Yeah, no. By the way, did I accurately assess what you were meaning by that? About the camera angle? Was that a correct assessment? Did I do you well? Ah, perfect. So, for example, there's someone to whom I'm mutually subscribed, named Fire Warrior. There we go. Not Fireblade. Fire Warrior. I was thinking Fireblade, like Fireblade Cadre, but Fire Warrior. You're right. There's someone I'm mutually subscribed to named Spieling, the word spelling but misspelled, ha ha, who will do painting streams. She plays Chaos and has been painting Angron for about 2,500,000 years. Her camera is over it and much closer, which makes sense for a painting stream. Hey, what's up, Splats? Smooth Toho Jazz and construction of war machines. Favorite combo since Green Joker and Burglar Joker. I see what you did. That's a really sick combo, by the way. Actually, when I get both of those through Gold Stake, it's going to be both of those, which is to say, I'm going to need that specific combo, I imagine. Unless I get them through Anaglyph, of course. Anaglyph is going to be my actual strategy for getting a bunch of the really non-viable jokers through Gold Stake. Just have an okay run that stacks up a bunch of skip tags, double tags, I mean, and then just find the negative tag. And if I don't find the negative tag, then, well, it wasn't meant to be. If I do, then hey, we get to carry 7 or 8 jokers through, potentially. That's pretty cool, I'd like to think. Anaglyph deck plus throwback. Match made in heaven, right? Ah, yay. Oh, I just realized I don't know if that was meant to be an ellipsis or not, because it's only 2 dots. Usually, one word, or I guess 2 words, a compound word, followed by an ellipsis means, you big dummy. Nah. Oh god, what is that? Sanford and Son, right? Isn't that you big dummy? It's Sanford and Son, I think. Pretty sure. It was a bit before my time. A wee bit. A good bit. A solid bit. Alright, there that goes. You are not quite close enough. Oh, hold on. Speaking of actually, hold on. I can use one of the other pieces that isn't glued down to push this piece a little bit more securely into place. Just MacGyver all over this. Neat. Alright, so let's see. Let's let the, I guess, taller, mostly standing ones have this kind, I suppose. Which design is getting left out? You are. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's get it started. Let's get it started. No. I didn't take offense by it. You are more than alright. We love spending time with skilled people that have good tips for hobby. Hugs from Denmark. Hey, it's constructive criticism. There are ways to go about it that actually are just plain rude. That was not one of them. You're good, dude. You're good. Unironically, I do appreciate stuff like that. I'm not even kidding. I do appreciate little bits like that. And it is true. Here's a fun little, I guess this probably seems pretty obvious, but a fun little tip. For every one person that says it, there are who knows how many people that are thinking it, but just haven't said it, but they still are thinking it. In other words, there are people that are going to have that thought and just not express it and just leave the stream. You were actually doing me a favor by telling me. So not only is that not rude, it is actively helpful for you to say that. Pretty polite about it. Oh, Leo, Nicholas calls everyone balding. Definitely don't take offense to that either. He calls me balding, and look at me. Oh, jeez. Oh, dear goodness. do it this way. Oh, speaking of painting streams, if you're in the Discord server, I have put up the first model of mine that I've actually painted. Some of Evangeline stuff, of course, Canis Rex, several Imperial Agents, those have already been done. But the first model of mine that I've actually finished, well, sort of finished, painting, I've finally put up. It's the Riptide with the Sanrio characters around it. Evangeline's favorite present from her birthday was a bunch of Hello Kitty miniatures that I picked up for her. And I put the Riptide in there after I finished painting it, and of her own volition she just stuck a bunch of Hello Kitty characters on its base. So I put, what'd I say? Don't talk to me or my cat or my frozen laptop put into oven. Oh no. No. Oh jeez. Here I come to chill and lurk. All of a sudden you go, that's it, exactly, just like that. Everyone bald. No. Pogoing on my stern. Oh, I know that's probably painful, but oh, cherish those days. And you're strong enough. You can take it. You can take it. I don't actually even know what you look like, but I'm assuming, just from other comments. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Oh dear. It overheats as it is. Yeah, Splat's computer is a thermostat powered by a potato. But it can run Balatro. Can probably run Doom. Yeah, yes, it can run Doom. Here's a fun little bit. Doom can be run on a pregnancy test. Someone has a pregnancy test that they got Doom to run on. It's a demon. No. Positive, negative, and demonic. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, jeez. There we go. If it will just stay right there, stay put for a bit. Doing on a pregnancy test, that's going to be a reveal party. All you have to do is just beat E1M1 and you find out. Oh dear. I say that, and then lots of people won't even be able to beat E1M1. I became disappointed when I found out how many people can't beat Glass Joe in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, including, to be fair, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson could not for the longest time beat Glass Joe. Yes, I'm serious. That's not a meme. But there was one of those React Brothers, whatever, one of those channels where they put on a bunch of kids and have them react to stuff. They had them fight Glass Joe, and I think maybe one of them won. It's been years since I've watched that, but I mean, Glass Joe is not exactly the hardest video game boss of all time. To be fair, not the easiest either. To be fair. Yeah. So Glass Joe is the first boxer in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and it does have some weird stuff going for it, actually, for him. For example, he can't be damaged normally in the first 40 seconds of the fight, and he can't be downed, period, in the first 40 seconds of the fight. He does have a one-hit knockout, but if you don't know about that, I mean, and you don't know how to counterpunch, and you just use up all your hearts getting blocked, and then every time you punch and your punch gets blocked, you lose a heart, run out of hearts, and then you can't attack. You actually can't attack or block, you have to just dodge. So, it's still a little bit old school hard, but I mean, come on. Pretty sure I beat Glass Joe when I was 5. Yes, I was 5 years old. It was before we got an N64. Well, before the N64 came out. There we go. Good times. You got new merch. Nice. Ah, just ate dinner? What'd you have? Same with my PC when I played Helldivers. Having my leg burned. Oh no. Uh-oh. I can imagine. This laptop runs pretty hot too. It still works, but it runs really hot. Which Tau Faction Farsight Enclaves. I got started Candyman, nice name by the way, in 8th edition where the faction that you were a part of actually had a mechanical difference on your army. Kind of like detachments now. And I wanted to do Farsight Enclaves, partially from the lore and partially because, in my estimation, they had the best ability at the time. The best detachment ability, let's call it. I forgot what those were actually called. The sub-faction rule. They had the best one, I think. So that put me onto Farsight Enclaves. Also, F Ethereals. Okay. Whale. I can't say I'm the biggest fan. But no, but nothing. Nope. Cast system. F cast system. You're based. Thank you. Farsight Enclave is the best version of Tau. Fars himself is best. I will show you. Here, give me just a moment after I do this. Because aside from accessories, I'm actually just about done with the Breacher team here. And I will show off my Farsight that I painted. Now, I will say, it's a Riptide. There's a reason that you always see pictures, official pictures, of Riptides on the ground, on the base, not on the fly stand, even though they fly. They are really pushing the limit for how big a model can be while being on a fly stand. Translation, it snapped the fly stand. During transportation, somehow it snapped the fly stand. So that part will look kind of ugly as sin. Actually, I think right now it's still in a broken state, so I'll just have it off the stand. Oh, geez. It's a Kadima. Nice. Loved how when they came out. A bit sorry the armor stuck to the skimmers. Armor stuck. Oh. I got you. Took me a sec. And if you meant to have that with a question mark, Alden, I have not looked at your new merch. But hey, like I said earlier, if you subscribe to Alden, you can go probably find that in the description to all his videos. Farsight himself is a badass. Yes. Farsight is really point efficient on his own, and despite having a leader ability granted to the crisis suits that it's with, he actually could just run Farsight on his own. I think it's 85? No, maybe it's 95. It might be 95 points now. With an inbone save, it's actually pretty, and good movement. It's actually pretty decent, I think. It's a Terminator with good footsies and a big sword. That's how I like to think of it. Thing just popping in my tiny brain. Tau terrain. You have some battlements, but from then you have to scratch build. I don't think that there's any, or at least I'm not aware of any official Tau terrain. But yeah, you probably would just scratch. I'm sure people have made some 3D print stuff you could find. As long as it's not official 40k stuff, probably find that readily enough. Aaron was mentioning a company that does tabletop terrain, I think it's called, that does terrain that I might, he said I should look at. I have picked up some STL files for terrain pieces that we could use. They're not Tau, they're Night World stuff for Evangeline's Knights. Because despite being giant robots, a lot of the Night Worlds are medieval in most of the technology is medieval level. So, night homes. Neat. Without having to buy the really expensive Lord of the Rings terrain stuff that's stupidly expensive for no reason. He gives the battlesuit some much needed variety besides gun. Well, I mean, you have gun, you have missile, you have flamers, my favorite now, and you have Melta. Yeah, I run him usually with the flamer ones. Sometimes with the Melta ones, usually with the flamer ones in Retaliation Cadre. Okay, so for accessories for the Chasui, I'm going to give him a pistol. For his neutral special, he wields a gun. That's it. Oh, jeez. They do all have the pistol as well, but there aren't enough to go around, unfortunately. So, I think only you can prevent forest fires. Only you get the gun. Let's see. If I give one of them the gun, everybody else can get a little bit of everything else. I suppose. Sure, why not? Maybe. Maybe. Ah, there it is. Wait. There are three pistols that are holstered. Oh, okay. Still not enough to go around for the entire troop. But that's an improvement. Okay, in that case, that one goes to the Chasui, the team leader. Doesn't have the leader cue. You know what I mean. The big guy that be running to show. Yeah, there's the Tau orc showing up. The big guy. Hey, I always thought the regular Tau had this whole white savior combo. White savior. Oh, took me a sec. Which made me think of Daniel from Fallout New Vegas. Farsight Enclave is the Tau at their best. Unironically, they do have the "we are the best and we will civilize every other society that is remotely acceptable." Remotely not acceptable, accepting to us. Unironically, that does seem to be how they think. That's part of why they have so many auxiliary forces. Kroot, but those are more mercenaries. Vespids, they're immediately receptive. Whoa! Like your my goodness, thank you! Oh my goodness, thank you! Talking 40k, who cares? It's hobby. Smile on your face. Thank you! I really appreciate that, Alex. Goodness! You got a smile on my face. Thank you, Alex. Also, Robert, you didn't do your job. You didn't say the whole thing. Robert, what are you doing? Oh dear. Not to like your calm approach. Robert can't read typos. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Not typos. Like when it doesn't read it as a word, and because of the lack of space, it doesn't. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The joy of text-to-speech. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. That is cool. That is It's good to find someone else that also likes to talk 40k. You know, it's funny because earlier this very stream I was saying, I don't know, I'm not going to be buying much more Tau stuff because of, well, a few reasons. Army nerf, direction of the company, getting into a new game, stuff like that. And then little stuff like this happens and it makes me think, I like the community a lot. Funny how that works. The community is the best part. Actually, though, the community is the best part. I may not be buying more Tau stuff for a while, but I'll still be hanging around. Maybe playing some games. I have enough Tau stuff. I don't know how many points everything here would be all added together, but I'm sure it's more than 3k points, at least. At least. Even though I'm running this like a horde army. Ay. Hold it, he wins. That battery is impossible to... Sorry. Next stream, I'll get you, Gadget, and so on. Gives the battle suit some... Neighbor, huh? Didn't expect that. Wait. Oh no, what did I... Oh no, I've already forgotten. What was I saying? Hi diddly ho, neighborino. I'm sure that's what I was saying. I'm sure exactly that. Got the jazz going on there. I forgot my train of thought. I can't imagine why that happened. I can't imagine. But yeah, seriously, thank you. That is really cool. That's really cool of you. Denmark. Oh, neighbor. Okay, I got you. Not something I said. Okay, okay. I got you now. There we go. Uh, you know, Tower for the Great. Also can't afford a Warhammer 40k army. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Alden. After Robert talks, I'll say something real quick about that. Maybe. Alright, so here's what you do. If you want a 40k army, here's what you do. Alright. Unironic, this is not ironic advice. I mean this seriously. There is a format for the game called Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol is a smaller game. It's meant to be accessible for people just starting out, because you only need, ideally, you buy the box, the Combat Patrol box, and you're good, you're set. There's an army called Adeptus Custodes. If you know what they are, you know exactly where this is going. They are sort of an elite army. Not very many models, but the individual models are very strong, is the idea. That's what I mean when I say an elite army. Every unit is a Dark Souls boss. One of those dudes in armor. Well, that Combat Patrol box, for the most recent one for Custodians, is so insanely point efficient. And by the way, all the Combat Patrols by default had the same cost if you were to buy them in the store. It costed in dollars. But the number of points that you get from them varies. And for Custodians, it is so point efficient that you could buy just that Combat Patrol, and depending on if you build it in such a way that you use the more expensive options and you take what are called enhancements, then you can have a 1,000 point army right out of the box, which you cannot do with any of the other Combat Patrol, not even close. If you buy 2 of them, you will be at minimum over 1,500 points, and then let's see, and then you buy Canis Rex. If you want to, you can buy Canis Rex as well. You could just buy 3 Combat Patrols, genuinely. Buy them on Amazon where they're cheaper. Don't buy them directly from Games Workshop or a retailer that doesn't give a discount. They're $170 if you do it that way. If you do it the cheap way, or find them on eBay. They're always on eBay too. But if you get them new in box from Amazon, you're looking at about under $450 for an entire three Combat Patrols will put you over 2,000 points, which is the standard size for a game. Yes, Henry Cavill. Yeah, he plays Custodians. The last I heard, he said he used to. He just doesn't really have the time for it anymore. Which, fair enough. Turns out when you're an in-demand actor, that will happen. That will do it. All of them have strings of... Oh, crap. Actually, hold on. I was going to make this one left-handed. Yep. I forgot. I forgot. Oh, oops. I forgot. Alright, there we go. I'm just putting the gun on the other side. Wait. But it's right-handed with the other weapon. Nah, this is fine. It also just fits better anyway. One of them just randomly has a pistol on his left side. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Aren't all Tau ambidextrous? Ah, never mind, who cares? Who cares? Alright, give you the big shotgun shells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give all of these the 4s. Oh, nice, great job. Yeah, this is all optional stuff, by the way. I'm done. I'm just accessorizing. Don't even have to do this, but I can, therefore I should, is what I'm going with. Turning this one into Rambo, left-handed Rambo. Didn't Henry Cavill once want to do a Warhammer series with Amazon? Yes. Isn't he? Wait, hold on. Wasn't he brought on for the Warhammer series? I remember when Games Workshop made that change. It used to be that all custodians, because apparently we're talking about custodians on a Tau stream now, were male. They retconned it to make it where custodians not only are female now, but retconned it where they had been female in the past. And there's a book that's either coming out or has just recently come out that names a custodian, not a Sister of Silence, but a custodian that's female. So they did a retcon. One of the speculated reasons for why they did that is the Amazon series. The idea being, I guess, that if you make one of the powerful factions have men and women, maybe you appeal to women more, I guess? I don't know. I guess that's the idea. It's Amazon. You've seen Rings of Power. No, you haven't, because it's Amazon. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. No. That's what happens in the world today. We talk across borders and have some fun. Still brothers when it comes to that. I agree. I appreciate getting to meet new people around the world from stuff like this. I wish that it happened more often. Actually, yes, I do. I wish we got to more often. Which means, we can more often if you subscribe to T1 Listener. Alright, I'll shut up. I had to. Anytime. Feel more than free to hang out. Come on and hang out. I may or may not be streaming tomorrow. It is contingent on whether my friend who plays Infinity is going to be able to play tomorrow. He was going to play with me on Monday, which is why I didn't stream yesterday. And then the poor guy got sick. If he's feeling that he can, I'm going to be going over and playing a makeup game with him. And if not, then I'll be back to do a short stream again, and it will probably be a building stream. Probably, like I said, I need to work through my backlog, and I have a lot of backlog. Good lord, oh I do. Alright, that looks really wrong. The bullets are shutting out from underneath the dude's elbow. That's fine. That's fine now. That'll work. I think that fell apart. It may very well have. Maybe. 40k flicks. Something went haywire. Yeah, it's been long enough. You're probably right. I suspect you're probably right. Like the Halo series, sad to see it gone. Yeah. I'll admit I have nostalgia for Halo because playing, just being in the dorm, hanging out with a bunch of friends, wasting time playing Halo. What, 10 years after the game came out? Just still playing Halo 2 multiplayer? It was great. It was fantastic. It was a great time. I didn't even own an Xbox at the time. Just playing with friends. The kind that, we totally would have had a lot of beer if we weren't in the dorm. Totally would have. Probably found a way to do it anyway. Not at the time, but I wouldn't be surprised. Just fond memories. There you are. Good. The one guy with the lefty pistol. We're out of guns, so what are my other options? Oh. I guess we'll give how many tool pouches? Let's see. What is number 69? Because haha, 69 funny number. That's as good a reason as any, I suppose. 96, why would you tease me like that? 96. Let's see. Probably on a different page, actually. Nope. Maybe. God, it seems like everything else is on here, though. That would be my luck. Oh, no, they are indeed shared between different pages. Yeet. Alright, where is 60? I had to pick the funny number. What is this? Oh, it's just a belt. Give this one the chastity belt for some reason. Let's not. Poor guy. Or gal. Tower dimorphic, but not as much as humans are. Very slightly dimorphic. Good times. Right beside 95. Oh, goodness. 96, yeah. Oh, jeez. 95. Oh, I gotcha. That took me a moment. Alright, let's see. Who gets this one? These two, actually. Eeny, meeny, miny. Yes. This one. This one does. Yep. Alright. I'm going to say that this is a... kind of looks like it might be a grenade pouch? You don't have grenade pouches. I don't know. It looks like a grenade, but also a pouch. For all the negative sense that that makes. Like, goodness. Oh, dear. Whale. Get all the smoke grenades in a pouch. A pack of smokes. I'll be here all week. Alright. Next. Bullets. Just like that. Make sure to get it all over your finger. That's essential. And try to scooch it a bit closer. Oh, goodness. There we go. What was that I just said about make sure to get it all over your finger? No, please don't. Bad idea. Anytime the song wants to start. Because I've listened to these way too many times. No such thing, actually. No such thing. Alright. And then turn them the other way to show that they're done. Alright. Who gets what else? Let's give... cut the rest of the bullets out first. That sounds tedious, and that's because it is. It's alright. It's okay. Again, we would be done. We should be done, but... we had excessive shisherish. There is a non-zero chance, by the way, that because I'll be ending stream early for me, not early in general, but early for me, that I will be working on putting a shelf together afterwards. You know, right before bed. Pushing bedtime back for no reason. That other war game that I was talked into play, that I'll be playing tomorrow, actually, I meant to play yesterday, is called Infinity, for those that weren't here earlier when I talked about it. And it is a skirmish-based game that is, what if Games Workshop wanted the game to be really affordable? I mean, they have an official proxy rule, for instance. It's incredibly based. Let's do pouch. And pouches. I like getting the pouches out for these because theoretically anything big enough. Could be in them. Theoretically. Towel rifles and carbines were awesome. Love the square look. Don't you wish they were good again? I remember. Do you remember when they were good? Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's the double, so let's give this one the triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Hey, when are you gonna play it? Didn't catch it, sorry. Oh, so it'll be tomorrow. Well, I'm waiting on a message back from him to see if he's going to be able to play. Because Monday he was out. Yesterday he was out. Due to being sick, so we didn't actually play. If he's feeling up to it, then I certainly would like to get a makeup game in. I'm sure that he would too. Also, I am actually building his models for him. He isn't a big fan of the actual building process, so he pays me a bit. It's a little commission work to put the models together for him. So I try my best. Do what I can. There we go. Now, let's see. I know for a fact that I can put this one down, put the bullets down for this one. In fact, I could do that for all of these models while I decide which one gets which other accessories that they can be drying. Here's a fun little bit. I actually used to not like painting at all. Well, painting miniatures. It seemed awfully tedious getting into all those details, but I started doing it with my kiddo, painting with her, and I don't know, it's just enjoyable. Something that we get to do together. She really enjoys painting. Her favorite part of the hobby is painting. It's my least favorite part. But I enjoy getting to do it with her, and that sort of rubbed off onto working on it even when she's not around. It's funny how that works, you know? Whale. And it is indeed one of those things where if I weren't streaming, I could just put on another stream. Or what have you, put on anything. Let me give you a little bit of background here in T1 land. I have been watching, if I'm trying to be serious anyway, I've been watching a lot of astronomy videos from channels like SEA or, oh dear goodness, I forget the name, Astrum, I believe is the name? Stuff like that. When I actually want to learn something. When I want to turn my brain off and watch idiots be stupid, I watch police body cams. Never-ending font of... you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. You know. Yeah. Tell me I'm wrong. Surprisingly, they don't all take place in Florida. I know. I'm as surprised as you are. Very much a guilty pleasure. Watching stupid people be stupid. Mostly watch gameplay. Oh wait, hold on, I missed stuff. Tomorrow. Together. Yeah. So that turned into Rykard. Tomorrow indeed, yes. Mostly watch gameplays or chill stream. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey. Well, I will when I play Balatro, that's usually pretty chilled too. I'd like to think most of the time I do mostly chill streams. When I don't, that's because I'm playing Silksong. Oh dear. I admit, I actually haven't been played Silksong in a bit. I failed Steel Soul a couple times. Steel Soul 100%, I should say. It's one thing to... You were there, Alden. If you're still around in chat, you were there for the first time that I failed. That I took a boss that is optional if you're just trying to beat the game any percent. But if you're trying to beat it 100%, which I was, you do have to kill Savage Beastfly Requiem. Savage Beastfly Part 2. And, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Ay, ay, ay. Good old Savage Beastfly. Which is funny, the first time that I actually came across that in my original playthrough, I beat it first try. Not Savage Beastfly, Savage Beastfly Requiem. Dear. But not in the Steel Soul run. The pressure got to me, I guess. You know, one of the items has an effect that protects you from the double damage of flame attacks, but it has a cooldown. And oops, you'll never guess what happened. I got hit by it during the cooldown. Yee, good times. Dark Angels Maniac, also built for fun. Hey, much of a gamer, so lore. Hey, that's a lot of people. I definitely wouldn't be into the hobby actually buying the miniatures if I didn't plan on playing them. But as I've done this more, I think I've come to understand people that buy them just to be able to build and or paint. I think that if that's all you're wanting to do, there are cheaper and maybe better hobbies for that, but then again, lore. Deep lore, decades of lore, that they don't mind retconning whenever they feel like it. What? But yes, it is nice to be, and I unironically think of the Horus Heresy as being a modern Iliad. Yes, I'm serious. A long multi-book epic that is mythological and a tragedy. And also, I think, just generally pretty well written. And this coming from someone who actually likes the Iliad. I didn't like it when I was forced to read it in high school. But when I chose to read it as an adult, it changed my perspective a bit. Now, I guess we might as well put them on their bases. We're not done, but close enough. Since we're not going to have time to do 2 in the same stream, I figured I'll work extra hard on these, hence the accessorizing and excessive posing and whatnot. It means that instead of 1 stream to build the Fire Warriors and the Pathfinders, we'll have 2 streams. Pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today. Look, I don't know. We're just full of random references, I guess. Alright. Flip them around. Oh, goodness. Did I turn you both back? I did. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Don't say it. Don't say it. Alright, so this one might take a moment. So the faster way to do this is with super glue, which I shouldn't need to worry about anyway. Yes, super glue does leave a colored residue on the base, but we're covering it up anyway when we actually base the models. So, who cares? Really? Who cares? But, it would be better to try to melt them on. Man, this sounds great. Dark Angels Enjoyer. By the way, I mentioned Canis Rex earlier when I was talking about putting together an Adeptus Custodian list. They nerfed Canis Rex. I didn't actually realize that. In the index version, so the pre-codex version of the army, Canis had, it gets a critical hit on a 5 up instead of a 6. Unmodified 5 or 6 instead of just a 6. So twice the crit rate. And that matters because Canis Rex has sustained hits 1. So if you're getting sustained hits 1 twice as often, that's a huge deal. It lost that. To be fair, the point cost went down, so it got nerfed, but it cost less for it. And it did get another, granted, useless ability most of the time. If I see the word Battle Shock and it doesn't say, and Battle Shock units also have another debuff, I just tend to ignore it. Hey, what's up, Talto? Good evening. Music is override. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being nice and quiet again. I've turned the music down. Yeah, let me turn it down just a wee bit further then. Wee little bit. There we go. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know, though. I appreciate that. Oh goodness. I'm sorry. Yeah, when I get quiet like that, unfortunately the music will override my voice. My normal voice is calm. If you watch me on other streams, I try to be more dynamic, but yeah, I can't do that for too terribly long, and sometimes just, I don't know, this kind of stream is chill. Hey, doing well, just trying to do some dish. Hey, putting on a stream while you're doing the dishes. The joys of being an adult, right? I admit I do that too. I should do that today when this gets done. Should do it. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Alright, let's see. Have fun doing the yeah. Well, he's got me to listen to, so who knows? No. No. Yes. If you hear me putting myself down, don't worry, I don't actually believe it. Instead of he believes his own hype, he doesn't believe his own anti-hype. Oh dear. Talk about cheap hobbies. Baneblade, Shadow Sword DA, and a Wraith Lord. Putting them together when the time. Wait, hold on. A Baneblade. So that's the Super Imperial tank. I don't remember which one specifically is the Shadow Sword, but... Oh, I guess that Shadow Sword DA is Death Angels? And a Wraith Lord. No, Baneblade in Death Angels. No, that's not. I don't know. You may have to explain that, because I'm afraid that one went over my head. And a Wraith Lord. So two very, very different armies. There we go. If I ever am... Okay, I'm never buying from Games Workshop a Warlord Titan. No way in heck. I will have that thing 3D printed. If I ever do that, if I ever 3D print it, I am going to... Were you here earlier when I mentioned that about the train terrain, the train decorations that you can use? The small trees you use for scale to make something appear bigger than it actually is? Yeah, I want it to look like mine is a mountain. There's a game store not terribly far from, well, yes it is, but okay, pretty far from here, that has a Warlord Titan. Not a Warhound Titan, a Warlord Titan in a display case. And I'll admit, that made me kind of jealous. It made me think, I should do that one of these days, and then I realized that involves giving Games Workshop money. Lots of money. Thousands of dollars for something that I will never use. I will just display. So I decided against it. But I'll 3D print it one of these years. Just, put an undercoat, put 500 base coats, and no one will know it's 3D printed. And I'm not taking it to tournaments anyway. It's 3,500 points. The fewest points that it will ever cost is 3,001, just so that it can't be played in official games. Because right now the official cap is 3,000 points. You can run a battle of any size you want, but that's the cap. Also, they are ludicrously overcosted. 3,500 points for 30 objective control. Yeah, just play guard and have everything stand on every objective, and yeah, you're fine. What's up, Kara? What's up? Early again? Hey, you know what? Unfortunately, it's not going to be too much longer before we end. I know. Unfortunate timing. What perfect timing. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Kara and company. Thanks for coming on over. Thanks for hanging out. You know, if you were... Oh, so he hasn't shown up in chat. Show up in chat, Kara. Show up. You need to show up in chat now so that I can tell people that they should go and subscribe to you. Because, so Kara is very close to that. He's a nice, wholesome dude, but he's very close to that 500 subscriber threshold where you get some neat little features. I believe 500 is the threshold for one of the thresholds for monetization, though it's not the only one. There's super chats and there's redirects. So right now, Kara can't actually raid people, can't actually redirect. YouTube equivalent of a raid. He just puts a link into his chat and says, hey, go hang out with this person. They're pretty cool. And thankfully, people do. Good to see you, by the way, Kara. Good to see you. But he will actually be able to do official redirects, where it actually sends people automatically. When he gets to 500, he's pretty close. Also, he's a really good... He's deserving, I would say. He's deserving of it. He puts the work in, too. Consistent stream schedule. Yaps for hours before... Okay, maybe he doesn't actually... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding with you, man. Yeah. Good times. Good to see you, buddy. Hey. Well, okay. I missed some stuff. It's 40k. Let's go. There we are. Yeah, I'm finishing. I have a pretty big backlog that I need to get through. So I'm finishing putting some of these up. I still won't have my combat patrol done. When I get done with this, I will have the remaining unit from my combat patrol, Tau Combat Patrol, which is a Pathfinder team, which is technically optional. I already have 3, but it'll let me make a different weapon loadout for them. It's very hard to magnetize those, so I haven't bothered. Let's see. And that will be it for the combat patrol. I have 3 what are called fire sight teams, which are the character snipers for the Tau. They're like Vindicares, but more shots, and each shot is not as effective. If you know Vindicares, the snipers for the Imperial agents, yeah, they're like that. But again, more shots and each shot isn't as effective. There's... what else? And then I have the Retaliation Cadre, or Firesight Cadre Holiday Box that I picked up as well. I will have an extra Commander Farsight after that, so if you know someone that needs a Farsight, unironically, actually, just let me know. Well, I might have someone at my game store that I could chuck it at. Although I'm... maybe not at the game... I don't think they'd mind. Maybe not at the game store, because that might detract from one of their sales. Because that's one less Farsight Cadre they could sell, potentially. Imperial agents mentioned. I know that they kind of suck as an army, but they're secret agents. They're neat. That's something, right? Hey. Alright, big kits. The Wraith Knight. It's wrong. It's big as... some extra Land Raider sponsors. Sponsors, oh goodness, and YouTuber brain. To make the Shadow Sword a Dark Angel Titan kit. Okay, I see. I got you now. What DA was Dark Angels. Okay. See, me am a smart. Me know what me am doing. Me am good at reading. When he has 500 subs, he can deport. Jeez, no. Deport people. No. Goodness. What faction mini? So Tau. look like Space Marines. Well, it's also because I'm really far away. When I do building streams, in order to get everything on screen, it's further out. When I do the painting streams, it's much closer up. So Tau. So it's the Pathfinder team, 3 Firesite teams, Firesite teams, the snipers. The Farsight, I'm getting tired. Enclave box, which is... Oh goodness, how many are in that? It's 6 non-drone miniatures, right? It's Farsight, a Riptide. They took out the Ghost skill for 3 Crisis suits and a Broadside. Yep. Okay. So I guess technically the Crisis suits are 1 unit, so that's Farsight, Riptide, Broadside, Crisis suits, drone port, Tidewall drone port, and then I will have everything from, yeah, I have a drone port, and then I'll have all of my Tau stuff done. Plague Doc, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I did pick up the Farsight Cadre box, even though I know it's a really bad value, especially since I already have Farsight. I can gift it to someone. But that will be my 3rd magnetized Riptide and my 4th Broadside, and more Crisis suits, so I have 12 Crisis suits. Looking at, of all things, Blood Bowl. Okay, so I've seen Blood Bowl, also made by Games Workshop, cheaper, and I understand you don't need as many models to be done, so that's good. I don't know what I ended up getting. It is, in terms of, it's a really inefficient box. In terms of points, it's pretty It's been following the theme that the Chaos armies have had, where it's your centerpiece and then a bunch of stuff that goes around it. So, you know, Emperor's Children most recently, World Eaters, Death Guard, Thousand Suns, where it's, you know, here's Magnus, and then a bunch of random stuff around Magnus. Here's Emperor's Children, and all the Noise Marines, and so on and so forth, right? Well, this one is Farsight, and a bunch of stuff around him. It would be nice to throw it. There was a Tau player at my store that I've been trying to reach out to, because he just started the army. He did the whole buy a combat patrol and that's your start. I want to throw Farsight at him. Farsight. Commander Farsight at him, but I haven't been able to reach him. Just not on Discord anymore, I guess. But it is a nice box. Cryzen broke and lives in a third world country. Find someone in a first world country with a 3D printer. I don't know. I don't know how much those cost. The 3D printers cost where you are, but that might be the best way, unfortunately. Tabletop simulator. That's actually the best way. Feel yet broke, Mary. Let's see. Yeah. Fun fact, Plague Doctors are actually really ahead of their time when it comes to decontamination. Because of the decontamination. The mask. You're going to tell me about some esoteric practice that they had that turns out has some basis in science that they didn't know about at the time, but still works. It just works. It works. Though I thought thou were going to get it regardless. My key is near. Hey, it's fair. No problem. Before I found out how inefficient of a buy it was, I was really excited, even though I already had one of the models. Unfortunately, finding out that it was as few points as it was did not turn me off to it, as it probably should have. But on the upside, I will not need to buy any more Riptides. I will not need to buy any more Broadsides, because I'll have 4 Broadsides, so I can make 2 groups of 2. You can put 3 into a unit, but the 3rd one cost more points. It's 90 for 1, 180 for 2, so 90 points each still. 300 for 3, so they go up to 100 points each. So you're incentivized to only run 2 in 1. AdMech box. Unironically, there's one thing that the AdMech box has going for it. Okay, somewhat ironically, a little bit. If you play Imperial Knights, they have a detachment that works with AdMech, where Tech Priest can heal your knights. And because your knights have lowered toughness but greater wounds, that's actually kind of nice. That's kind of a big deal. They can only run 5 units though. There are only 5 Martian, 5 AdMech units that they can run. Tech Priest Dominus, Tech Priest Manipulus, is that what it's called? Skitarii Marshal, Skitarii Ranger, Skitarii Vanguard. That's it. That's it. Well, conveniently, the box has a Dominus, and you can make the Vanguard or the Rangers. If you were crazy and bought 2 of those boxes, you could do 1 of each. And I think it's the Vanguard is the one that has... The Rangers are the ones that ignore cover, and the Vanguard is the one that stickies objectives. That's actually really important for Knights. If you can spend just a few points on something that can sticky the objective, Knights are not very good at objective control, unfortunately. If you're just doing Knights, you have to spend 140 points to stick an armature on the back and say, stay here. You know, don't move. Which means you have 140 points not doing anything except poking things from 3 feet away. The beak-shaped mask covers their entire face so it prevents germs from getting in. Flowers in the beak to help with the smell. Yes, so that's what I thought of, but then I thought, well, wait a minute, that's not really decontamination, is it? Because I was thinking that you were going to say something like they used soap back, or no, I don't know, something that functioned like alcohol. I was thinking decontamination like that. Comes on a 32mm base. Use them as a character. Oh, okay, I missed a message. Seeing orbs on Creek the Verminator, Rust Gouger. That sounds like a title you would give a D&D character too. You should. You should do that. Smoke their suits each time after use, a more primitive way of sterilization. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is what happens when you read messages backwards, when you read from bottom to top. Primitive way of sterilization. Refuse to touch the patients directly using their canes. So they don't get infected. Now, granted, that cane is going to get them more sick, I'm sure. But, hey, fair enough, though. It keeps them where they're able to go to more patients since they're not getting sick. 32mm base, can use them as a character model. Suiting character model to proxy. I wish that I knew absolutely anything about Age of Sigmar to be able to help you out with that. I don't blame you for being excited though. Remember, it's the 13th. Yes, you're correct. You are right, of course. I'm not sick, I promise. Maybe. I lied. Alright, so, granted, unfortunately, this camera, because it's focusing on me, is not going to let this come too close and still have it in focus. But I'm going to pretend that that's not true so that I can try to show off if it will not be too terribly fuzzy. Now this little guy. This is the Shasui. This is the, what would you say? The leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. These coconut guns can fire and spray. His coconut gun. There we go. These coconut guns. I want Donkey Kong to be dual wielding. He's an ape. I want him to be triple wielding coconut guns. There we go. All right. Yeah, the little guy looks pretty neat. And then everyone else is just normal enough, I guess. Oh, I mentioned here before we go. I mentioned that the stealth battlesuit nerf for Tau is one of the reasons I was not wanting to buy more Tau. Let me show you something. So it's close enough that I can have the microphone still on, even a wired microphone. I am annoying to play against. I do aggro Tau, which is to say that I will have Pathfinders and stealth battlesuits up as close to your deployment zone as I can because they have Infiltrator. Stealth battlesuits have it natively, and Pathfinders can be given Infiltrator. And they have Scout 9 as well. Oh no, excuse me, Scout 7. Well, that means that I get to be the most annoying person to play against because I'm not letting you score objectives on the first, hopefully, couple of turns. Now, there's counterplay to Infiltrator spam, of course. Your own Deep Strike, Fly, heavy walker or super heavy walker, putting things in reserves. You can still shoot over those units. Move, shoot, move. There are ways you can get around it. But ideally, in a perfect world, anyway, and for some armies, if they're not prepared for it, they really do not have counterplay. It's really, really freaking annoying to play against. There's a reason I'm tiering them this way. These are stealth suits. Alright, and the Fire State teams, they also have Infiltrator, because of course they do. Shadow Sun has Infiltrator, because of course she does. What else? Ghost Keels have Infiltrator, because of course they do. Hey, if Games Workshop is going to be evil to us and make the game board this small, because remember it used to be a 4-foot by 6-foot board, and now it's 4 kill team mats. Yes, seriously, just meshed together. But if they're going to make it harder on us, I'm going to take advantage of the silly system that we have right now. Oh dear goodness. As best I can, anyway. Okay, it doesn't matter, sure. They're not going to be centered. Alright, I hope you're not OCD, folks. If you are, what are you doing here? Let me really sell myself, by the way. Oh dear. If you're OCD, you should subscribe. If you're not OCD, you should also subscribe. To Kara, okay. Perfect. Oh, and they have magnets underneath them too, so they keep trying to stick to each other when I do stuff like this. Look at this. Big magnets too. I definitely used magnets that were way too big for the job. So they can actually stick through each other. It's great. Okay, I have 18 stealth battle suits. Remember I said earlier that you can have units of either 3 or 6, and they're not battle line units, so you can have up to 3 units. That means you could have as few as 3 in 1 unit of 3, or as many as 18 in 3 units of 6. This is what they did. They made it where stealth battle suits have to be run in groups of 5, and they still don't have battle lines, so you only get 3. So these 3 I can't play them anymore. Unfortunately, they don't do anything. Alas. I did say that because of my silly little infiltrator plan, this isn't strictly a bad thing. Not strictly. Let's say that I am... okay, the way that they do it now, because I have 5 models in the unit, if you have 5 or fewer, sorry if you were here earlier when I explained this, but we have a bunch of new folks. If you have 5 or fewer models in a unit, unit coherency means that they have to stay no further than 2 inches apart from anything else in the unit. So I can do this. I can create a wide straight line. It's not exactly 2 inches, but yeah, you get the idea. If I go up to 6 models, now every model in the unit has to be within 2 inches of 2, which does create this. You could either do a rectangle or you could do a hexagon, and that'll work. This is probably better for screening. Hey, what's up, Talto? Thank you, Kaiser. Thank you very much. Hey, enjoy reading and collecting. Nothing wrong with that. What's that? Oh, right. There's the subscriber. I was waiting for Robert to yell at you. My text-to-speech is Robert. This one doesn't let you cover as much space horizontally as being able to set up 5. And that matters because since the board is smaller, I can set them up wide. 3 units of 5 can basically cover the regular map. Depending on which deployment zone loadout you get, you might actually just be able to create... We will build a wall. We will build a wall of stealth battle suits. And have Gilliman pay for... I don't know. Who's Mexico in 40k? But we could make a wall of stealth battle suits. And if that sounds annoying, it is. Pathfinders come in groups of 10, which is a 2x5. Oh wait, that's 5 again! So you can actually just make 2 walls, one of Pathfinders, one of stealth suits. And for armies like World Eaters, or even sometimes orcs because their shooting is so bad, that can't shoot over the... The idea is that the first turn, you will at least be able to stop their first movement phase. Most things are going to get clogged on the first wall. Ideally for them, they can shoot over, kill the Pathfinders too on that same turn, and then they're only going to have to deal with the wall for 1 turn. But most armies are not going to be able to get a substantial number of units over the wall. For something like World Eaters or most Orc armies where their shooting is so bad, yeah, they're going to eat this. They're going to delete the stealth battle suits on the first turn. But then they'll have to deal with the other one for the next turn as well. It's annoying. It's annoying to have to deal with. But, I mean, Tau sucks, so we kind of have to do what we have to do to not get curb stomped and deny... I don't have to kill all your units, I just have to keep you from scoring more points. I have to score more points, you don't. Ta-da! Zorp. His Imperial City is mind-blowing. I have not, but I believe you. Go to Chaos God before I met the Horned One. A different setting, but yeah, fair. Hold on. Practice... oh goodness, I missed a bunch. Oh geez, wait a minute. That looks cool. Grind up some ginger and make a tea out of it. Help with a sore throat. Oh goodness, yeah, I should. I do have... I have the hot water set up for tea. Need to actually dual wield these nuts. There you go, I'll say it. Picard and I did a collab where I started out with something like that. It was like your mom joke or D's nuts or something like that. And I stopped myself and he said, no, what were you about to say? Oh dear. Murray says, I love plague doctors, look so silly, but really important, an important part of medical history. True. If I ever go to Renaissance Fair dressing up as a plague doctor. Do it though, actually. Do it. Like the thought of a stealth suit. You still kind of have to run them if you're playing Tau, even though they're less efficient now, because their passive ability to... You know how Tau had that weird triangular fire thing? It's called For the Greater Good. You have an observer unit, the spotted unit, and a guided unit. The observer unit gives the guided unit a bonus to hit when attacking the spotted unit. Already it sounds complicated, but every edition, Tau or a 4-up hit army that has some way to make it 3-up or better. This is 10th edition's way of doing it. If you use the stealth battle suits as an observer unit, then the guided units get to reroll hits and wounds of 1. And if you're looking at a 4-up for your unit, it's 3-up because they're guided. If they have something like heavy or another way to get another +1, then 35 out of 36 attacks will hit. That's pretty nice. That's... Tau need it. Tau is a weird faction, depending on the edition. Yes, oppressive to throw it in the garbage. Most people remember when they're OP. Yep. And some of their units, Riptides, are still paying for the sins of previous editions. You are correct. The practice of previous doctors came to be because Nurgle got to me. Wait. Came to be because Nurgle got to me. What? Nemesis of Plague Doctor. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, okay, Nurgle's an exception. Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Before I met the... If I had to play a Chaos army, I would have definitely said Death Guard at one point. And, oh, wait a minute. Death Guard also has Infiltrator spam. Okay, so it's Death Guard. It's going to be Death... No, it might be Thousand Suns. Maybe. Possibly. I don't like Chaos. But if I had to, put a gun to my head and said you have to play one, maybe Thousand Suns. I'm going to be the troll, though. I'm going to get Magnus and 150 King Zangors. Some stupidly high number of Zangors. Oh, dear. He's getting back at you. Oh, you're sick now? You're not allowed to be sick. Certainly not. Pen collection. pen collection. Looking real nice in my limited budget. Still trying to complete my pencil. Wait. I didn't know that that was a thing. Pen collections and pencil collections. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. People collect all sorts of stuff, but I don't think I had heard of that before. Nibble on them in school. I didn't, but maybe I did when I was really, really young. I don't remember it, but I think that I might vaguely remember it. Stealth suit would be pretty cool, though. You're right. Hey, Kara, is this a yapping stream now? I'm doing the mayor's assistant from Powerpuff Girls, where you can't see my head. You know, I'm doing that now. I don't know. Think of someone else whose face you can't see. I always think of two, save for now, when I make that analogy. I can't think of the other one now, though. Charlie Brown's teacher. That's the other one. We're a yapping stream. Oh, jeez. Alright. Also, when I get all of these, well, these are done. When I get the Pathfinders done, I'll bite the bullet and almost mute myself. That's perfect. I'll bite the bullet and just prime them. I guess the Fireside teams I should probably get done as well. They're pretty small each. Probably should. Maybe. There's some neat little resin models. Online only stuff. Their version of the Vindicare Assassin is online only. Yay! Yay! Okay, Kara says, no. If you yap for an extended period of time without focusing on the matter at hand, yes, a yapping stream or segment without focusing on the, Whale, I know a way to make the stream incredibly cursed right now, and I'm going to keep that cursed knowledge to myself, because once I say it, I'll never be able to take it back. It will do psychic damage too. There are 16 people now watching. I don't think that would be a good idea. Mari says, never underestimate the autistic. We love the most niche things. I know a dude who collects vintage locks. Oh, it's not a word. It's not a word. It's worse. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what. Join the Discord server, and I'll put it in one of the channels. It's not 2 words. I'll put it in one of the channels. Oh dear. I just have this pile of stealth battle suits. Jeez. You poor guys. Oh, and they also lost their ability to fall back and shoot for a third of the unit, and now it's just the leader gets a pistol. It's bad. It's not... That's a good question. That's a good question. Which channel would I put it in? I don't know. You'll have to find out. Not safe for work. That's actually the one. Yeah, there's a not safe for work channel. If you're a Discord server for a streamer, there probably should be a not safe for work channel, if for no other reason than to serve as a containment zone, because otherwise it will find its way into general. Trust, it will. I'm having a good time. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I might have 3 stealth battle suits to get. Oh, I should do the streamer thing of having a giveaway. If you are subscribed to this channel, why? But if you're subscribed to this channel, you get a chance to win 3 no. What about 5 at night in Denmark? Better get some shut-eye. You're fine. Hey, thank you. I should probably go too. I probably should. You know what? On that note, and thank you again, Alex. Really, I appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, you should subscribe to the channel now. Okay, but yeah, we'll be doing this again. We'll be doing these streams again. So if you're subscribed, don't forget to ring the notification bell, and you can actually see when I am. That would be fun. That would be fun. Hey, next target is the Mitsubishi 9000 VB pen. Mitsubishi, the car manufacturer, has super mega ultra giga turbo caffeinated pencils. 5 a.m. still can't sleep. I'm sorry, man. I'm probably not helping with that, actually. Chill vibes notwithstanding, I'm probably not helping with that too terribly much. I'm happy to have made progress, at least. And, because I didn't make 2 units, I didn't make the Pathfinders as well, I had to dig a little bit more on these deuterinos, neighborinos, on the breachers. Give them extra accessories and whatnot. I think that's pretty neat. Hey. Also, from now on, my models are not going to be getting these big magnets. I'll be doing a smaller one because while this is... Hold on. While it is funny that I can make my stealth battlesuits look like they're humping each other while I'm trying to move them around the battlefield, it's also kind of annoying to have to deal with, so smaller magnets will make that a little bit less likely. Your stream's mega chill, quite fun. Oh, thank you. I mean, oh, little things like bringing up... You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Just it. Ah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wait, you did earlier, didn't you? Or were those that Murray? Or was that... I'm tired. Can you tell? Maybe. A bit. You know. Also, I said that the Firesight, before I leave, the Farsight Cadre box has 6 models in it. That's not technically true. Firesight, or excuse me, wow, goodness. Farsight, Broadside, Riptide, 3 crisis suits, and 400 freaking drones, which don't even have to come onto the table anymore. Good times. Thank you, Stream Elements, right as I'm about to end the stream. Thank you so much, you're really helpful. I appreciate it. Just like I appreciate you all ringing the notification bell. Okay. I will see you. Let's see who we can redirect over to? So Alden's done. Kara's done. You're done, son. Who is streaming right now? And the answer is Fantastic Unicorn is streaming Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, that's fine. That works. Raid some bald dude. You know, I don't actually... a bald unicorn. That sounds cursed, too. There's a cursed image for you. And then as for Twitch, let's see. Who can we raid over on the Twitch side? Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, speaking of, on the Twitch side, there's someone who's actually doing warhammer painting. So I guess we keep it in the hobby. Wait, there's another one here. I paint stuff. Oh, neat.
I just think they're neat.
What I mentioned earlier about, having a camera that's closer for painting, that's what these people do. That would be a good idea. Let's see. Oh. Wait a minute. Someone who speaks French is painting Skaven on Twitch. Plague Doc, if you're there. I appreciate you being on the YouTube side. But hey, I thought you might like it. Not the French. Yes, the French. Beautiful language to listen to. I actually do think so. Alright. But haha, funny French. Makes that cursed image. No. Oh dear. Yes, actually. I'll see you folks later. Probably not tomorrow/today. Yay, time zones. Probably not, because I should, hopefully, be going over and playing Infinity with my friend. But if he can't have me over, then I will be... What will I be streaming? Probably more of this so that I can get some work done on the backlog. We'll see. Or Bellatra. I guess we'll see how tired I am. Hey, take care everyone. See ya, it was fun today. Till next time. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nicholas. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Leo or Alex. Thank you, Mari, for showing up. You're cool. Thank you, Carter, for the unofficial raid. Plague Doc, you're awesome like that too. Let's see. And Plague Doc and Plague Doc. Thank you, Tata. You were the one that subscribed. That's right. That's it. Me, I'm a genius. Me, I'm a genius. Alright. And thank you, Alden, for showing up too. Alright. And I'm sure there's someone at Luna. I'm sure there are people I missed. I must have missed somebody. Someone. Candyman, that's who it was. Splats showed up too. Just get everyone together. One big happy, right? Alright. I'll see you folks later. Take care, everyone. No problem, Kara. Bye-bye. Woo. Oh, and say hi for me if you would. To Fantastic Unicorn, say hi for me, please.